What's annoying you this week, Andrew?
It's communication. When someone doesn't communicate properly, exactly what is going to happen, I just don't like it. As I say, assuming really is not the best thing to do. Important to be crystal clear.
I had a thought about this through the week as well because I've noticed this communication thing's getting really bad. But do you think it's anything to do with the fact that 90% of our communication now is digital instead of face to face? So we're not learning it in real time as much.
Well, yeah, we're dealing with AI chat. We're dealing with actual chat itself. People are emailing. There's no actual real interaction. So I find, when you're not actually having a conversation like we are having right now, it's important to be crystal clear when you're dealing with people, especially, whether it's friendship or whether it's in business, because the more clear you are, the less confusion there is in the world.
You mentioned that assuming is part of the thing that's annoying you this week. What is it exactly that is annoying you about people assuming? Are they not understanding fully? Or are they just picking up on buzzwords?
Well, some people just assume, throughout life. I mean, I assume at times, and, when we assume, as they say, it makes us an ass of ourselves when we assume. Sometimes it can be a right assumption, but you never know. And if you aren't careful with assuming, then it might hurt you.
That I had this journalist on recently, and he said that like most of the information that's gave out now in news and stuff is pretty much false or it's fabricated in some way. Do you think the fact that we're believing false information is hindering this assuming problem you're encountering?
Well, personally, I don't watch the news because of the negativity, and I'm very careful. I just laugh at some of the stuff that I read. I find that some of the stuff is a complete joke, honestly. It's like, especially with some of the stuff that's going on, and not to get into it because we're not going there, but it's the only way you can deal with stuff is just to laugh it off and just say, you know what? It's just another day in a mad world that we live in.
Yeah, I think that both of them are kind of hindering into each other with this communication problem because a lot of these things, like when you mention like assuming or not communicating fully, does it kind of give you the impression that people are basing their communication skills off the feel for drama or
Well, each person is different when it comes to, like assuming. And I've always did my best to look at things in a positive light, despite some of my darkest moments.